What's going on, everybody out there in YouTube land? It's your guy Q, the movie collector, here again, back with another 4K video review. And on today's video, we're going to be talking about a 4K classic. I can't say 4K classic, I'm just going to say classic. And this is actually one of my favorite comedies of all time. I would actually go as far as to say it's in my top 10. Loved this film, loved it to death. I want to say I owned the DVD and I played that sucker until it couldn't be played anymore. Tons of laughs anyway. But I'm talking about the 40-Year-Old Virgin. So yeah, 40-Year-Old Virgin. So this movie, believe it or not, is Judd Apatow's directorial debut. Believe it or not. And the film actually has Steve Carell. You've got Paul Rudd. You've got Seth Rogen. You've also got Jane Lynch in this as well. I forgot what the black dude's name is, but I remember when this came out, I remember saying to myself, that's the same dude that played as MC Hammer in that MC Hammer biop series that was on VH1 back in the day. And I'll get to that later. But yeah, so 40-Year-Old Virgin. It follows Steve Carell's character of I think his name was Andy. And it follows his character, and he's working at it's not a Circuit City, it's not a Best Buy, it's just one of those weird names that they come up with in these funny movies. I mean, even with movie like Old School, for example, they were working in a tech store. Not they, but God, I forgot what his name was. But anyways, different movie altogether. They all work in a tech store. And so Seth Rogen's character gets the idea of inviting Steve Carell's character to a poker night after hours in the store. And they get to asking him questions, and they quickly figure out that, hey, are you a virgin? And and so he's in denial, and eventually he lets them know that he is in fact a virgin. So then the movie just basically takes off from there, where they're putting Steve Carell's character through so many different loops to try to find him a woman that he can lose his virginity to. But the movie is so funny. There's so many classic moments in the movie. Like one of my favorites is when Kevin Hart comes in there and him and the black dude get into it. And then another one is that, Jane Lynch is like singing like this weird song. It's just funny. Everything. And then Steve Carell's infamous line, like, it feels like you're holding a bag of sand. So, and then there's also the infamous wax scene, which, if you guys don't know much about this movie, that scene was very real. They filmed very real reactions from Steve Carell. But yeah, this is a classic. I don't care what anybody says. This is an absolute comedy classic. It's in my opinion, it's what put Seth Rogen on the map. It put Judd Apatow on the map as far as his movies. I think right after this, he went into doing Super Bad, and then he did Knocked Up. A lot of the same people that were in his movies started off from this movie here. I mean, even there's a gosh, what is his name? The heavyset dude. God, I can't think of his name right now. He's in this movie too, but he don't play a big role. It's more like a drive-by role. And you've also got Mindy. She's in this movie too. There's a lot of people that ended up blowing up after this movie, and they got roles, they got TV shows and everything. So let's talk about the sound, man. The sound on this booger, there's a Dolby Atmos track that they produced for this. And it's weird enough for me to say this, but that Dolby Atmos track was amazing. That track sounded like you were standing, especially the scenes where it was involving them being in the store. it made it sound like you were standing in the middle of a store, like a Best Buy. If you've ever been to Best Buy, you know, if you go to one section, if someone's playing like the home audio stuff from off in the other side of the store, that's what it sounded like. You could hear the music coming off from another corner portion of uh, the store while you're watching it. And there's some good atmospherics, believe it or not. So Universal did a good job with the audio on this. The audio was pretty good. Um, and then let's talk about the special features as well. So the special features here, I'll let you guys read it. So if you guys want to go and pause it there. Sorry for the movement. So there's special features. So a lot of the special features are legacy special features, but there's one special feature on here that they actually added for this release specifically. And it's not just for the Steelbook. I mean, they did a regular 4K edition as well, which has all the same stuff in it. I just wanted the Steelbook because it's one of my favorite movies. But there's a 20th anniversary discussion panel where it's got Judd Apatow, it's got everyone pretty much involved in the film that's up there. You got Steve Carell, you got Catherine Keener, Jane Lynch, Kat Dennings, and Gary Bednob. I forgot. This is one of Kat. I think this was Kat Dennings, one of her first films that she did. So that panel was great. It even had the dude in there that was one of the co-workers in the film, and they were talking about a lot of the improv that was involved in the film. And this also too, this movie, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Judd Apatow and Steve Carell wrote this film. And they talk about how the origins of this film came about on the set of Anchorman. So that's where the origins of this film was basically talked about. And it took off from there. If you're a massive fan of this film, and even if you don't care too much about the 4K, I would say get the 4K just for that alone. That was a very worthy watch there. Very worthy watch. I laughed and everything and learned some things about the film that I had no idea about. But yeah, great watch as far as that panel. Now, last but not least, yeah, we're going to talk about the 4K. So there's a lot of people out there, including some of my friends out there, that were heavily disappointed in this 4K. I shared their disappointment to a certain extent. And you're going to see this also come about in another review that's going to be coming up. But I've never owned the Blu-ray. Let me just say that flat out right. I've never owned the Blu-ray. I've only owned the DVD in the past. So I know how this movie looks. The 4K was okay. It was okay. Now, is it a knock your socks off transfer? No. You can definitely tell this is a 4K transfer because the definition is definitely there. To me, I felt like the highlights were kind of lacking. I really honestly feel that way. I feel like they were kind of lacking a little bit. But does it look like a decent 4K? Yeah, of course. It looks like a very good, decent 4K. And I said this before in my haul video that I felt like Universal kind of played it safe with this 4K. They played it safe with a lot of their 4Ks. Maybe I need to go back and rewatch this under the HDR10 setting because I watched this under the Dolby Vision setting. Maybe that may change how I feel about it. I don't know. But now what I say is this the best this movie has looked and how it will ever look? Yes, I can definitely say that. But is it, like I said, is it trashing? Does it make the other versions look horrible? No, it doesn't. Which brings me to my next thing. This is not a must buy if you're just building your collection and trying to add some 4K comedy to it. You don't have to buy this. I'm just going to say that outright. You do not have to buy this. I would say if you're sitting on the Blu-ray right now, I would say just hold on to that Blu-ray. I would pick, this is more of a wait for a sale. Wait for a sale, if anything. Definitely wait for a sale. This is more of like maybe a 13, maybe $15 cop. So I would go as far as to say that. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. No more to say about that. So, but yeah, that does it for my review of 40-year-old version. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a comment below. I want to hear your thoughts about it. What did you guys think of the 4K? Is it a great transfer for you guys? Is it something that you could pass? And also, if you guys like this video, please like it. And all you people out there that drive by and watch my reviews and you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to come back, man. I'm trying to come back, bring out some more content. So, but until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.